Hump day, everybody. Got my Music Man Sterling, not the less expensive like Indonesian imports that are made today. This is a 1990s USA made Music Man Sterling, and it's my fave of all my basses. So check it out. I'm trying to record the middle section, not trying to, I am recording the middle section to my song Chasing Wind. There's not a lot of like, I'm not doing anything fancy with the bass on this one, so I'll have Carlos probably play on the next track that I do. But this one's pretty straightforward. And so here's where we're gonna pick up from. So the bass line is, oh, what's going on there? There we go. That's what it does the first time. Okay, so that's what we're doing during this middle bridge section, but I'm gonna add a little bit of palm muting to this and kind of start to build the momentum here. Let's hear what that sounds like. Yeah, let's see what we think. Now, if we go back to the beginning of that whole section, hey, let me know where you guys are flying in from. Where are you at? Where are you at? Here's what that whole middle section sounds like. What? Wait, why is it not play? Okay. I need that. Okay. Here it comes. Right here. That's right. I can't stop. I know what you mean. Chili peppers. Okay, so here comes the bass the first time. Bring the drums down a little. And then I think that's going to take us back to the main section. Jay, what's up, dude? An actual bass amp. Oh, yeah. This is an amp sim in my quad cortex. It's kind of a traditional like punk rock amp sound. What is it? The amp super valve. That's like the what is it called? It's the SVT 50. It's like the main bass amp that it's like the Mesa Boogie of bass amps, right? So that's what we got going on there. Anna says Borev from Armenia. Armenia, is that what that is? Okay, so now let's put guitars on it. Actually, let's check this section one more time. So just guitar with some light drums. Oh, and Jay, if you're still here, I just saw that you posted a new video, so I'm going to get to that here short as soon as I'm done with this. Bass comes in. And then I messed up that last part. But anyway, I've already got it recorded. And then we open it up a little bit. Anyway, so you get the idea. Let me freeze that and switch to guitar. I'm not going to be really recording the guitars because I typically don't record guitars on the Quad Cortex. I usually do that on my real amps. But let's get something going here. Let's go with the silver tone for this for right now. And then we'll switch over to the Strat. Make sure we're in tune. Let's see. Oh, Skulk, 27 edits. You subbed. Awesome. I love that. Thank you. And you said hello. Hi. So great to see you today. Yeah, what's going on for everybody else? It's Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday pretty much everywhere in the world right now. Or no. It is now middle of the night Thursday in Australia. But what are you guys up to today? What am I doing? I am going to record for a little bit, and then I did like an hour of guitar practicing earlier, and now I'm doing some recording, which I consider part of my practicing. And then I need to spend like an hour probably. I'm trying to make myself spend an hour a day sending really boring emails to people that are on my email list and just people that I've known from the past. Just being like, hey, do you want guitar lessons? Because I'm building up my new guitar lessons business. So it's just like, it's my least favorite thing that I do, which is just like sending like emails like, hey, do you want to buy this thing? That's my least. What I really like doing is I like teaching and I like performing and writing music and hanging out with people. Those are my favorite things to do. So, but you know, when you run your own business, you have to sell. So I'll be doing some of that, and then I will head to the comic book store because it's Wednesday. And then I have a business meeting. Steve, what's up, man? Good to see you again. And then I'll be doing some teaching later today. And then, of course, I'll be checking Jay's video here shortly on my website. All right, so let's go to my favorite settings. Sorry, y'all. Thanks for your patience. I'm like rambling. As one does. So let's go to my Bourassa. So we're gonna do just like a light drive. And I think we'll switch to power chords at this point. I screwed that up. Let's try again, shall we? Yes. Here we go. No, I don't like that. So let's go. Yeah, we'll do that. And then. I think that's how we're going to do that. Open it up a little. And then we'll go back into a chorus. We'll do like Newfound Glory style, where the coming into the last chorus will be without drums. That's gonna sound real cool. So we might get time to record that. All right, so we recorded the right side. Let's now record the left side, but let's record it with different guitar or different. Let's record with a different amp. All right, so let's go to the one that let's go to my Mesa TC50, which is this amp right behind me that I've put into my quad cortex. And if I'm gonna record it for real, I'm gonna mic up this amp because it's gonna sound just that much better. Let's go. That's too much, I think. That may be too beefy. I actually, this is not that's not my favorite sound. Actually, let's get a little bit more mid-range in there. So let's brighten up the tone. Yeah, let's see what that does for us. And even though I don't necessarily love that sound, the idea is that if we have the same guitar recorded twice with different amps, if we get them to blend together, yeah, let's see how that sounds. Biscuits. So already I can tell, like, a lot of times, this is something Greg Howe taught me, that sometimes a guitar that sounds great on its own doesn't sound good in the mix, and vice versa. So this guitar, I'm not loving how that amp with this sounds like by itself, but in the mix, I think it sounded really pretty killer. That's cool. Let's listen back now and hear what that sounds like in the mix. So check this out. If I solo the right versus the left, the right guitar, I really like that sound. The left guitar, I don't like that sound as much. Also, I think that amp is a little quieter. It is, so I need to bump up that volume because I have that amp down just a schmidgel. All right, let me bump the volume. I wish y'all could see my screen right now, but I'm not quite that fancy. Let's see. So again, that's just the left. Here's just the right. Actually, I have them swapped. Just the other one. Now together, those blend nicely. And had I recorded both with the same amp, it would have sounded like, it would have sounded just kind of flat. And this just gives it a little bit more body to it. So I'm not like a pro at recording, but I've learned enough to be kind of dangerous. All right, so let's hear what all of that sounds like together. switch guitars. All right, sweet, 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 sweet. Okay, so now I've got my favorite guitar of all times. This is my 2010 Clapton Strat. I like to think that the older I get, the less of a guitar nerd I am, but I don't know. It's like cars and stuff. It's still pretty cool, kind of interesting. You know, the different years and models of things. Hello from Russia says, ooh, I cannot pronounce that. But yes, hello, great to see you today. All right, let's get this guitar tuned up. How am I doing? I tell you what, I am doing well. How are you doing? You guys are dealing with way more, I feel like well, I don't know. Things in my life are relatively normal, but things in our country are a little weird. I'm curious, what is it like in Russia right now? Like, are you fairly removed from everything that's happening, or are you feeling the effects of the greater world issues? Yeah, you're in Serbia. So what are things like in Serbia right now? Like, things in Texas right now are pretty good. I'm not trying to like get political, but I'm just kind of curious, what is it like for a Russian being in Russia right now? Like, what is the general sentiment over there? How are people feeling? Sorry, T9. I don't know what that means. Okay, so let's get a nice... Let's use my disco cowgirl setting. I'm gonna try to... I'm not as good at players like Mateus Asado or one of those guys, but I want to try to get that kind of a feel here. Debraz, hi again. Is it your new guitar? That's Ivan's, right? No, this is my favorite guitar of all time, my Fender Clapton Strat from like 2010. Gosh, I've had this guitar for like 15 years. And I am recording. What I'm going to do now is kind of just improvise. And what y'all need to know about me is I'm not a great improviser. And I'm gonna try not to think too hard about this. I did kind of write a little lead this morning that's like... Is that what it was? Here's kind of the bones of what I'm thinking. Ah, darn it. Not that at the end, but I'm kind of working on something like that. But now I'm just going to kind of improvise a little bit. Friend from Serbia, play us something. Oh, I thought you said you were from, yeah, you're from Russia. Serbia's in Russia, right? Okay, I'm not crazy. Bum, 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 bum. All right, here we go. So we're just gonna kind of mess with this. I gotta find something better for that. Outside chord. Okay, that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. What just happened there? Why is my guitar not recording now? Does anybody know why my guitar is not recording? I can hear it, but it's not recording. Oh, because I was in input 2. We gotta go to input 1. Silly goose I am. Bourassa, you're absolutely nice, man. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. It's 12:30 at night for me now, so good stream. Glad to meet you. Varnish pressed. All right, cool, man. Cool. Okay, all right. So what I just usually do is I improvise, and it's terrible for a long time. And then I start kind of finding ideas that I like, and then I usually kind of compose a solo out of that. So let's mess with this just a little bit more. What if at the end... No, that's not gonna work. It's tough because the chords are changing so quickly. I really need to kind of think about the chords that are happening there. What if I can mess with that a little bit? I like the sound of focusing kind of on that like G sharp minor arpeggio, so I'm gonna do a little bit more of that, I think. I don't like. If I try something like that. All right, let's go a little bit. Let's get a little bit more gain going. Let's just experiment a little bit. Bourassa says, I try my frame guitar, my fingers are all red pressing the chords. That hurts so much. Yeah, it just takes time, man. The stronger your fingers get, the less hard you have to press. Was it an acoustic or an electric guitar? Kind of cool. That was kind of cool, I think. I think we're on to something with that. I do like a whammy pedal, a whammy at the end of that. Oh, biscuits. Okay, let me see if I can get this foot pedal down on the ground. All right. So I need to switch settings. I really like the sound of that amp, though. That's the SW, what is that? It's a Morgan SW50 and paired with like a red drive built in, but now I'm going to pair it with my Greg Howe drive. Where did it go? Where is my setting? There it is. All right, Bourassa whammy. Let's get the whammy pedal going. Intonate that bad boy and you're golden. This guitar was recently set up and had fretwork done, so it should be completely intonated. It's possible it came just a little bit out of tune, but like if I hit... right there, it's just a hair flat, but that's because the string's a little out of tune. So a few of my guitars do have intonation issues. This ain't one of them. This guitar was very recently set up properly. It was not intonated. If any string is out just a little, that third string may just be a hair flat. Can you, the Canadian metalheads violently headbang Brew? What's up, Sato Ronin? Great to see you again. Hello, state of Kansas. Vodka Cat, can you play Lobster by RG Passett? I have no idea what that is. Alcatraz, intonation is out. Okay, I'm not hearing. Y'all must be way better musicians than me because I ain't hearing it. Close enough for rock and roll, my friends. All right, man. What? Check this out. All right, so here's my E. My high E, perfectly in tune. The B. That B is perfect right there. Let's see. On this string, B is perfectly in tune. I mean, that F sharp is like a hair sharp. And then on the G, that's basically perfectly in tune. That D is just a hair flat. So, I mean, I guess the intonation's out a little bit, but you know what? So what? If I put the vibrato on it correctly, then we will be fine. too loud. Let me turn this guitar down. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me just turn the volume down on here. Okay, I like what's going on here. I'm not doing anything too crazy or too nuts. Yeah, I like that. Tell me what y'all think of that. I just gotta polish it up a little bit. And have you heard of Mizoram? By the way, I have not. Let's got some advice to get better on picking speed and precision. I practice a lot, but I'm stuck. I will tell you this. Number one, it requires way more repetition than you think. So like when I was practicing getting good at sweep picking, like I was stuck for like 12 years. I even made a video about it on my YouTube channel. It's called like how I finally got good at sweep picking after 12 years of failure. I'm not the best sweep picker, but like I can, you know, I can do enough of it. And what I did was for like 3 months, I dedicated an hour a day to only doing sweep picking. And I spent about 45 to 50 of those minutes going slow and perfect. And then I would only spend about 10 to 15 minutes of that hour actually trying to go fast. So if you follow like a 75, like an 80-20 rule, or like spend 75% of your time going slow and perfect, 0 mistakes, and then 25% of your time actually trying to go faster, that's kind of what I've found works for me. But I'm not really that great at picking. I can kind of like fake it. I kind of do like the Neil Sean thing, which is sort of like just kind of going for it, you know? But I can't like Paul Gilbert, that stuff. And I think I'm kind of done. After 27 years of playing guitar, I practice picking a little bit, but I think I'm at a point where I've only gotten incrementally better over the last like 5 years with it. So now I'm really just focused on writing great music and being a better improviser and just being more expressive. You know what I mean? So instead of over this, trying to go like this, instead of trying to do that, I'm a little bit more focused now on just doing like, you know, just trying to get more expressive sound. I don't know if that helps. Knee Girl, hello. Skipoy. Can you play the intro to Smells Like Teen Spirit real quick? I'm trying to see how to do the mutes properly. Yeah, it goes. The way I teach my guitar students to play Smells Like Teen Spirit is go down, up, down, and then chugga, chugga. Just practice that. And then add that. Down, up, down, chugga, chugga, down, down. Then do all the strings open as your transition to the next chord. So check this out. And then that pattern starts over. Down, up, down, chukka, chukka, down, down, open. So again, down, up, down, chukka, chukka, down, down, open, down, up, down, chukka, chukka, down, down, open. Now full speed. I'm kind of accenting those open strings in between. A lot of people underestimate just how important hitting open strings in between chord changes help to keep the flow going. So I hope that helps. Ridwick, hey, when is the new episode of Hot Ones dropping? I don't know. Let's ask Sean Evans. Alcatraz, sounds great. Thanks. SMAO Sand says, hi, Skip Boy. Thank you. You're welcome. You are totally welcome. Anyway, let's try improvising over this some more. I like that at the end, right? I mean, I could go. But I like the whammy pedal there. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Cool. All right, let's try this again. I kind of want a little less gain at the beginning. Maybe for the final recorded version, I'll start with kind of a cleaner guitar. Or maybe just roll the volume down. Those licks are not like super original or anything. It's pretty standard. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that. But then, what am I gonna do in the next bit? Something like that. I don't know. It's fine. I think we're on the right track now. I don't know. So tell me what y'all think. Are the instruments balanced? Let me make this guitar just a hair louder. Now I'm having fun. I was kind of like not wanting to do this today. I was like, I don't really feel like doing any recording, but I'm telling you, I know how it goes every time, every single time. You know how there's like something you're like, I want to do that thing, but I don't really want to do it. But then as soon as you start doing it, you're like, okay, now we're on a roll. Now I'm feeling good. So like now I'm having fun. Whereas I wasn't feeling very creative at all. See, I'm not sure. I might replace these two pickups. They're Eric Johnson pickups and they're super warm, but I want kind of a chimier sound. I might switch to my Music Man here in a minute. Goku, can you play any Sleep Theory? I'm not sure what Sleep Theory is. And somebody else says incredibly fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh. So that note's a little outside. I kind of like it. Kind of want to try that. Yeah, we're gonna try that. Maybe something like that? Goku says, oh, check them out. They're a newish rock band from 2020. They're getting really good. What? Put it in the chat again, Goku. I don't feel like scrolling up. Sorry. Will you remind me what that's called? Goku says, your sound reminds me a little bit like Eric Clapton. Hey, check this out. Eric Clapton, Blackie. This is a Clapton strat. Yeah, I love Clapton. It does kind of have a Clapton sound to it, doesn't it? Yeah, cool. Can you play Monster Skillet? Man, I'm sure I could, but I'm not super familiar with it. I've only heard a little bit of Skillet. Sleep Theory. Yes, thank you, Goku. Different than Sleep Token, right? Sleep Theory. There's gotta be. Maybe I'll play it like that. With that ham, instead of picking all of us. Maybe we'll try that. What's that rhythm gonna be? I'm trying to figure out this part's really boring. I know, just like me, just messing with ideas. What if I try that? I'm trying to figure out the rhythm. I don't know exactly how I want to do that. Malmsteen is amazing. The arpeggios from hell. Malmsteen is greater than Clapton. I mean, it depends on what we're talking about, because with Clapton you got. Like, that's hard to beat. Anyway, Clapton's got such cool stuff, and then of course, so Clapton's got that, and then, of course, Yngwie's just got his, like... I can't play like Yngwie. Yngwie and Clapton are just very... Sorry, that was the worst Yngwie impression ever. But Yngwie and Clapton are very different players. So, better in what way? Like, is Yngwie Malmsteen a better songwriter than Clapton? I would not say so. Is Yngwie Malmsteen a better player technically than Clapton? I would say yes. Does Yngwie have better vibrato? Probably. Yngwie is like... Yngwie just has incredible vibrato, but Clapton also just has a great sense of feel and timing. So I don't know, man. Don't make me pick. I don't want to pick. Yeah. Malmsteen has crazy control. I just read an article with him last night. I guess he has a Live in Tokyo, Japan, a Live in Tokyo album that just came out, and I think I'm going to order the 2 CD DVD disc because I really want to. Not just listen to it, but I want to watch. Yngwie's one of those guys I like to watch. But I will say, Yngwie was one of the worst Clapton was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. I saw him just a few years ago. He was like 75, and I thought, I don't know, how good is Clapton going to sound? He was on fire. And then the last time I saw Yngwie, it was too loud. Like, it was so, like, it wasn't fun loud. It was just like, I can't hear anything loud. And I had earplugs in. The guitars were just so blaring, and Yngwie just didn't seem like he cared. And then the keyboardist, like, threatened us as an audience. He was like, hey, if y'all don't give Yngwie your best, he's not going to give you your best. And I'm like, nah, man, that's not how it works. Like, you got to bring the show, and then the audience reciprocates. Like, so that was really irritating. So anyway, tit for tat, seeing them live, Clapton was a much better show than Ingve, at least when I saw them. Deb, what song is this? Oh, sorry. This is a song I'm writing called Chasing Wind. It's actually a song I wrote a long time ago, and now I'm kind of rewriting it and adding a new middle section to it. Arca, play some Mixolydian, bro. Okay. There you are, my friend. Some Mixolydian for you. All right, what am I doing on this song? Oh, I had it. Something like that. I don't like that. Let's try it again. Gosh, I can't figure out that. I'm gonna slide there. I don't know, something like that. Thanks, Arca. Appreciate it. Okay, that was okay, but not the ending. C sharp. I'm probably just gonna have to figure out tomorrow the ending to that bit. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one last time, and then I need to jets. Okay, something like that, except that endings go. Yeah, anyway. All right, cool. That's what I've got for now. And now I need to try and make some money. Start emailing some people. Actually, first I need to respond to my student Jay's video. If anyone's looking for a guitar teacher, unlimitedguitar.com. You can also shoot me an email, eric@unlimitedguitar.com. Do you know how to play Through the Fire and Flames? I did at one point, well, just the beginning of it, SMA of Sand. Nah, Jewel, why, buddy, you play so cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, you guys, have a fantastic day. I might be back tomorrow. I'm not sure, but off to work I go. Bye.